While everyone is focusing on electric cars, the CEO of Subaru recently delivered a bombshell that left all EV producers perplexed and incensed. He acknowledged that people are not supporting the electric agenda and does not think gas-powered automobiles should be banned in order to promote EVs. Subaru has now sacked him in spite of this, or more accurately, because of this, and they are getting ready to electrify their fleet under the new CEO. The most startling aspect of this is that Toyota is likely complicit in it. The massive Japanese automaker Subaru is well known for its boxer engines and reasonably priced all-wheel drive cars. To put it mildly, Subaru has been hesitant to fully embrace the EV dawn. The departure of Subaru's CEO, who is adamantly against the promise of electric vehicles, has made room for a new direction. However, why does the CEO of Subaru believe that EVs are not the future? And because no one really wants these expensive computers on wheels, why would Subaru want to switch to electric vehicles? So this is precisely what took place. Subaru recently fired MCO Tomomi Nakamura because he opposed EVs and wanted to continue selling only internal combustion engines. Tsushai Osaka took over as CEO and will steer the firm toward an electric future. It is expected that Osaka, Subaru's new CEO, will guide the company towards this electric future. Osaka is renowned for being more EV-friendly. April 1st marked the start of a new chapter for Subaru America, and ironically, it was also the day when CEO Akio Toyoda was fired. However, what specific issue does Subaru have? You can see how different the company's portfolio is from the direction the auto industry is headed if you look at it. While other firms have abandoned station wagons, believing them to be outmoded, they continue to depend on vehicles like the Outback. Unexpectedly, one of Subaru's top-selling models in the US is the Outback. Subaru has been sluggish to embrace electrification, much like their other Japanese brothers, and they are under a lot of strain right now. As of right present, Subaru only offers the Solterra as a completely electric car. However, even the sales of this automobile are poor. In 2022, only 919 units were sold. Since the epidemic, their sales have been continuously falling. In contrast, in 2019, they sold a total of 700,000 automobiles prior to the epidemic. They haven't been able to recover as other brands have. Their opposition to electrification is also creating further issues for the business. The continuous scarcity of semiconductors combined with supply chain interruptions is a major issue that most manufacturers, including Subaru, have to deal with. In December 2022, the Impreza had a 40% decrease from December 2021, while the Rox witnessed a 31.2% annual loss. Nevertheless, their other vehicles have kept up. To exacerbate the situation, Toyota has also been gradually squeezing Subaru. Toyota declared its plan to raise its ownership in Subaru to more than 20%. This is hardly an impulsive move, further establishing its dominance over its smaller Japanese rival. It belongs to a heritage. The 2023 release of Subaru's Solterra EV serves as a representation of our shared destiny. However, Toyota made a cunning approach to harm the reputation of the Subaru brand. The Solterra's launch was initially met with great enthusiasm. However, recalls because of wheel problems have clouded the picture since. This car is made at Toyota's facility in Japan and embodies the spirit of the Subaru brand. It is designed for those who led active lives. Subaru faced its own set of difficulties when it decided to cede control of its production to Toyota. Why therefore the dependence? The current Subaru infrastructure is not able to create the Solterra, particularly at its main facility in Japan, where it makes models such as the Burzy NX, Crosstrek, and Forester for the US market. However, the lessons learned from this collaboration, particularly the difficulties, have been acknowledged. The relationship between Subaru and Toyota extends beyond the Solterra. Subaru plans to introduce its next generation of hybrid vehicles, by 2025 using Toyota's gasoline-electric drivetrains. Popular models including the Forester, Outback, and Ascent hybrids are expected to be among them. Subaru plans to spend a staggering $2 billion on hybrid and electric car research and development over the next 5 years. Although Subaru's electric adventure began with the Solterra, as consumers may expect a plethora of all-wheel drive electric vehicles by 2027. As a result, they have also begun to yield to the pressure from EV. This time, however, there's a basic distinction, and control is that. Subaru has said unequivocally that, unlike with the Solterra, they would not be assuming control of manufacture. Only one of their, allegedly 5 large factories, is located in America. Subaru, in contrast to Honda, Toyota, and Hyundai, has a peculiar justification for making automobiles only in their own nation. It's surprisingly McDonald's. There was much expectation when Subaru unveiled the Solterra, their first electric vehicle for the US market. But rather than being made in Subaru's Indiana plant, the model, a joint venture with Toyota, is being constructed in Japan. Due to this calculated decision, the Solterra will no longer be eligible for any federal tax credits under the newly passed Inflation Reduction Act. According to the statute, automobiles must be built in North America in order to qualify. Subaru has firmly passed, even as other automakers are preparing to take advantage of these incentives by boosting manufacturing in North America. Subaru CEO Tomomi Nakamura explained the startling reasoning for this decision. Remarkably, the primary obstacle is identified as the pay rate of part-time employees at McDonald's in Indiana. As Nakamura said, these laborers were paid between $20 and $25 per hour. This pay scale directly competes with the pay offered to temporary employees at Subaru's facility. However, why would a multinational car maker such as Subaru care about the wages that McDonald's pays its staff members? The problem is more complex than it first seems. Subaru and other manufacturers find it difficult to recruit employees at a competitive rate in an era when wage inflation is becoming a real worry, particularly in the US, due to the higher salaries provided by corporations like McDonald's. In a market where recruiting and retaining employees is become more and more costly, Nakamura underlined the difficulties they had finding staff for their Indiana facility, mirroring the worries of several CEOs. But it goes beyond pay alone. Subaru is confused about how the new IRA will really help them. Subaru is apprehensive about the IRA's incentives, although many manufacturers are thrilled about them. They are having difficulty seeing how these new regulations will enable them to provide value to their clients. Furthermore, Subaru's decision to oppose us EV manufacture coincides with a last surge in demand for its automobiles. Even though supply chain problems are plaguing sectors all over the world, Subaru still has 48,000 orders backlog. Subaru's aspirations for its AV future. Atsushi Osaki, the company's incoming CEO who will take over in June, revealed some exciting news on the company's most recent quarterly results call. By 2028, Subaru plans to produce an astounding 400,000 electric vehicles annually. According to Automotive News, the company is expanding its Oizumi facility in Japan and establishing a dedicated EV line with the goal of manufacturing 200,000 battery electric cars. The other half of the models will be produced at its Yajima plant, with the goal of reaching the 200,000 mark by 2026. The US continues to be Subaru's major market, and these 4 new crossovers will be on sale there. The carmaker's outrageous goal is to have 40 of its sales be electric or hybrid vehicles by 2030. However, Subaru's strategy deviates from the general industry norm. The US domestic EV manufacturing of major companies, including Hyundai, Kia, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, VinFast, Toyota, and Honda, is increasing. This is mainly due to the fact that the 2022 Inflation Reduction Act offers $7,500 in tax credits. On the other hand, Subaru seems happy to swim against the flow. These new Subaru models will not be eligible for the much sought-after federal tax credits due to the company's choice to obtain battery components from outside the US and construct the cars there. During the call, when former CEO Tomomi Nakamura asked a question, this was accepted in full. I wonder whether tax advantages are the only factor that influences American automobile buyers' decisions. Subaru will make an effort to not just depend on the subsidy scheme. According to Nakamura, given how quickly American customers are switching to electric vehicles and how competitors are investing billions in EV research, Subaru's approach may prove to be a brilliant marketing decision or a grave error in judgment. Are EVs, in your opinion, the way of the future? If you want to be genuinely surprised by what's going to happen with EVs, definitely check it out.